What's up, YouTube? This is me, Agent Dave, aka Fanatical for Jesus, aka Dawei, aka David Chu. Alright, I'm coming to you right now, continuing my series on the Sermon on the Mount, and I wanted to share where I'm at now. This section is going to be about anger. This is what Jesus has to say about anger. He says, "You have heard that it was said to those of old." Hold on, this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 21 through 26. "You have heard that it was said to those of old, 'You shall not murder, and whoever murders will be liable to judgment.' But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother will be liable to the council, and whoever says, 'You fool,' will be liable to the hell of fire. So if you are offering your gift at the altar and then remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Come to terms quickly with your accuser while you are going with him to court, lest your accuser hand you over to the judge, and the judge to the guard, and you be put in prison. Truly I say to you, you will never get out until you have paid the last penny." Okay, this is a hard teaching to take in, but Jesus is pretty much equating anger to murder. And I know you and myself included, every single one of us has gotten angry at people. So what Jesus is doing here is heightening the law, because back in that time, and even people today, they don't really think about, well, when they think about the law, they just say, "Thou shalt not murder," and they say, "Well, I haven't murdered anyone, so I'm a good person." No, Jesus is heightening the law and saying, no, if you get angry with your brother, you have just murdered them in your heart, because that's where sin originates. It's from our hearts. So, Jesus says, from the heart the mouth speaks. So, murder, getting angry with someone is the same, is equated to murdering that person in your heart. And, like, I like the part where he says, whoever says, "You fool," will be liable to the hell of fire. It reminds me of where Jesus says, "You will be judged for every careless word that comes out of your mouth." This just shows you that you gotta be mindful of what you're saying to people, because, like James says, the tongue, the tongue is a fire that can burn down a whole forest. The tongue is the hardest thing to tame. But if you are prudent and you're truly wise, you'll be able to tame your tongue and watch what you're saying. Now, is this saying that you do this on your own willpower? No, because on our own willpower, we will fail every single time because we are sinfully depraved. But it's through the grace of God that we can tame the tongue. And if you're, I know myself, if you're a Christian and you struggle with anger, just know that Christ's blood has redeemed you, and you are seen as righteous in God's sight, and you are forgiven. But that doesn't give you a license to go around being angry at people and murdering people in your heart. That doesn't give you that license. However, it does free you to be more loving towards your brother and be more loving towards your sister. And this isn't talking about your flesh and blood brother and sister, although they do count too. This is talking about your fellow man. Your fellow man, you're not supposed to get angry with your fellow man. And I understand that's easier said than done. I mean, I'm experiencing that myself with someone that lives in this house with me. She I don't know, she's getting better. She doesn't really harass my mom anymore. She's been having a lot more patience with my mom. But so I don't really get mad at her anymore. But in the beginning, when we first moved in here, I used to. But I've forgiven her and we get along now. But with my mom, I actually get angry with her a lot. I got angry with her just earlier today, and I lost my temper, and I asked God for forgiveness for that. I asked my mom for forgiveness for that. So even I struggle with getting angry. So I'm not innocent of this sin. However, like Paul says, in your anger do not sin. Do not let the devil have a foothold. So getting angry in of itself is not a sin. But what you do with that anger is a sin. That's why Paul distinguishes between getting angry and sinning. That's why by saying, in your anger, do not sin. And I know these are hard teachings to take in because it's our natural tendency to get angry. But when we do get angry, we need to just give it to God and let Him take control. And let Him, like it says, let God take vengeance. The Lord says it's His to avenge. However, what we're supposed to do is feed and if your enemy is hungry, give him something to eat. If your enemy is thirsty, give him something to drink. For by doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe to me. I make videos as much as possible, so you won't be disappointed. Alright, have a good day. God bless you. And stay awesome, Gotham. Deuces.